I'm going to shift into our last topic today, kind of focusing on buyers in today's market. How do you help buyers stay competitive without overpaying?
I really just focus on terms before I go straight to price. Sometimes it does come down to price, but like calling the listing agent, like, hey, how many offers do you have? What are you working with? What's the seller looking for? What are you looking for in an offer? Like, and then all the little details that go along with it. Like, is your offer clean? Are your documents in the right order? Like, do you have like pages all over the place? Are you sending 7 different attachments to one email? Like, is it a complete cluster to work with you? Like, that's not the person that agent's going to want to work with, and we are working in the best interest of our clients, but if the easier we can make it on the agent to make our offer look more appealing to the seller, the more likely they're going to do it.
I'm giggling over here because I just remember having to manage that on the lending side, as
terrible.
a loan officer and processor, like they send everything over and all the pages are in the wrong order or they're missing the last couple pages of something. And that was honestly half the job, was keeping them organized and making them look good to, like the underwriter, to the, and in your case, you're trying to make them look good to the seller, and be on top of their shit. So
every little detail matters, down to how you organize your documents, how you put the email together. Every little detail matters.
100%. I totally agree. How do you educate buyers about neighborhoods that they're unfamiliar with?
This is a tricky one because we can't really talk about schools. We can't really talk about crime in a neighborhood. We can't talk about certain things.
And why is that?
Because fair housing. There's fair housing laws that we can't mess up. Like,
are people often surprised when they ask you questions like that and you say, I can't answer that?
Yeah. It really is like kind of a crazy thing. I understand the background of why, but it's like, I hate when a client comes to me, it's like, has a question, I can't answer that for you.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't like it. But I would focus on like, what are they looking for in a community? What are they looking for in a neighborhood? Do they want something with like an HOA where everybody's house looks the same and everything's upkept and nice? Or are they looking for something that's water privileged, because we're in Annapolis, the Eastern Shore, like there's a lot of water privileged communities. What are you really looking for? And then educating them on like, hey, this is what we're seeing with the houses here. This is what we've seen, for pricing. I know you guys are going to want to sell in 7 to 10 years. And if you go back and look at the history of this community over a 7 to 10 year time frame, you typically gain about $30,000 to $50,000 in equity over that time frame. So it might be a good spot to park your cash, raise your family for a little bit, and then sell it when you're ready.
So, as you know, I'm a DC girl. I was born and raised in DC, and I've lived in the DC surrounding areas my whole life, currently in Northern Virginia, in Alexandria. If I was moving to Annapolis from the DC area, what are some neighborhoods I should consider?
What do you like to do?
What do I like
What's
to
important
do?
to you? Let's find like your dream home. What's your dream home look like?
Well, if I was to move to Annapolis out of the DC area, I definitely want to be close to the water. If not on the water, like I can walk to the water if I want to.
Cool.
I love a walkable property. Like, I want to be able to walk to a coffee shop or the bookstore. I'm a big reader. That's what I like to do. I like to hang out with Ella Bean, my dog that we all know I'm obsessed with. I love to read. I play the piano. I like wineries. But I also love the water. I love, love, love being on the water. So like water activities.
Somewhere close to downtown Annapolis, you get the walkability, you get the waterfront right there. If not right on the water, you can get really close to the water. And you've got all the coffee shops, all the restaurants, like everything right here. Eastport, you can still walk to downtown Annapolis.
Love it.
You've got a lot of really great, like one of my favorite restaurants in Eastport right now is Adams on 4th. You got a lot of really great restaurants. You got a lot of really great waterfront opportunities there, and it's all super walkable. So I'd say if you want, based on what you're looking for, money's no object, we're going to Eastport.
I wish money was no concern. Okay, so you kind of just said some of these, but in a market like Annapolis, what are some hidden gems that buyers don't always consider?
There's an old adage for real estate investing. It's buy the worst house on the best street, and you're almost guaranteed to make money.
Yeah.
So you buy a house that needs some love, put some work into it, like, you know, remodel the kitchen, remodel the bathrooms, paint the house, take the shag carpet from the 70s out of it, take all the green toilets out of it. Those houses they're out there, and those are the ones that you can like put some sweat equity into and get a lot more equity on the back end when you go to sell.
That makes sense. I like it. What is the most amount of properties that you've ever had to show to a client? 15, 30?
I had one client, we actually just settled on their house. Over the course of 2.5 years, I think I showed them maybe like 20-ish properties.
That's not bad for 2-ish years, you said?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
I don't really show like a ton of properties.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I can't really think of a time where I've shown like I just talked to an agent the other day, and she showed 52 houses in a weekend.
In a weekend?
To one buyer.
No.
To one buyer. 52 houses that Saturday, Sunday to one buyer.
Why didn't she help them filter it out? That's too many.
That's a lot.
That is too many.
She's a hustler. She was like, I do it. I just do it. She didn't complain about it once, and she's just out there.
Could not be me. But that's why I'm not an agent.
My wife would murder me if I'm out showing 52 houses.
I'm sure.
Are you ever going to be home?
I'm sure.
Like, I don't know. I think I'm sleeping in my car. Can't make it home.
I know. I can see why. Ugh, okay, well, still. All right.
Okay.
What is the weirdest thing that you've ever seen at a showing?
Weirdest thing? I've seen a lot of weird things. Like I've seen like crack pipes, heroin needles at a showing before. The weirdest one that comes to mind is I actually got there early to like flip lights on, get the property ready, and I walked in, and like there was human like poop.
No.
Like as soon as I walked in the door, I was like, what's going on here?
No.
And then it turns out there was a squatter living in the house, and he was like passed out, nodded out, like in the kitchen. Like he was alive. I thought he was dead.
Oh.
But that was probably the craziest thing I've seen.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Last question for you today. What is your secret to winning a multiple offer scenario?
Setting expectations with my buyers up front of what we're up against, letting them know what it's going to take, and connecting with the listing agent really, really well to get a really good understanding of what it's going to take to win. You can just submit an offer and hope for the best, or you can actually have some intention and strategy behind what you do. And like I said, that's the largest asset that a lot of these people are going to trade in their entire lifetime. So let's take it seriously and let's do the best for our clients.
Love it. Great answer.
Alex, thank you so much for joining me today. This was such a great conversation, and I really appreciated all of your insight.